All right, so this is our Streak series to teach you how to set up your Streak account. It's a self-paced training to help you. So you can do this at your own pace. You can do this all at once. You can do day by day, whatever floats your boat. But I really can't stress enough how awesome it is. So the last lesson, we just downloaded it. We got it set up in our Google Gmail account. Now we're going to get started with our pipelines, okay? So you have your first pipeline started. And I talked about how to do that in the last video, just to create a new pipeline. Create a blank one. And when you get into the pipeline, there's going to be this little icon here where it says blank, and that gives you an opportunity to name it. So I'm going to be giving you a breakdown of what I name mine, but let's name it relationship building. Okay. And so what I use for this pipeline is these are all the people that I'm connecting with, and I still, they haven't said like, yes, I want to be in a clean eating group, or yes, I want to be in a challenge group, and that we'd be actively in conversations about that. Either they're people that I'm working towards an invite, or I've invited them in the past and they've said no because they just weren't ready, which means we haven't built enough trust, right? So I move them back to the stage of building that relationship. So I name this pipeline, okay? You can name it form, whatever. And so I just retype it right there. So then the next step that I recommend you do is there's a little like sprocket icon kind of on the right of that big red box that you see. Click on the sprocket, and then you're going to see it says rename stage. And it's going to allow you to see how it says default stage here. It's going to actually allow you to change that name to whatever you want. So for just the purposes of this tutorial, put in friend request to say that you typed in a friend request, okay? Once you do that, let's add a couple of other stages. So see this little plus sign here? This plus sign is allowing you to add multiple stages to that pipeline. So let me give you an example. As you're talking with someone about a challenge group, you go through different stages, right? One stage you may have been telling them about the group. The next step, you may be asking them questions about their fitness goals. Another step, you might be sharing about Shakeology. So you can have each of these stages broken down in your pipeline so you know exactly where everyone is at a given moment. Awesome, right? So you're going to create these, and I want you to use a system that works really well for you. I'm in a separate video series going to go through the system I use and why it works for me. So you can set it up my way or your way, whatever. I recommend trying it my way. That might sound arrogant just because it's worked for me and I've tried it a ton. I don't want you to go through everything that I went through in order to get to this point. So you can skip all that crap and get straight to it. So I have a couple stages. So my first stage, as I told you, is friend request, then interacting. And again, I'll go over this in a different video. Just name them for the time being. Invite, add value, value 1, value 2, invite 2, value 3, value 4, invite and drip, quiet, has a coach, and overseas. Okay, that's just how I break it up. It's been a lot easier for me. Okay, so go ahead and get those stages set up for this pipeline. In the next video, we're actually going to talk about what these little columns mean and how to get those columns set up the way that you want them. Okay, all right, so get those stages set up for your pipeline.